Britt Gottschalk's first company was a management consulting firm, but she had to close it when her current company, GenoMe, received its first round of funding. Having built a career on helping teams in the corporate world, she was worried about starting the journey as a startup CEO. Leaning on her love of learning, curiosity, and belief in her network helped her overcome those concerns, and GenoMe has since raised a second $2.6 million seed round. The company is a data exchange platform that allows patients to control their health data at scale. Contributors make their information available to researchers by linking their electronic health records and genetic or genomic reports and opting in to be contacted for clinical trials. When an institution purchases a contributor's data, the individual then receives a payment. Please welcome Britt Gottschalk, founder and CEO of GenoMe.
Thank you so much to the BizTimes team for this award. Thank you to all the incredible entrepreneurs and innovators that are here supporting myself and each other today. It takes a high level of self-awareness, courage, knowledge, and humility to take the leap into the world of entrepreneurship. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be standing up here receiving an award for being an entrepreneur, I probably wouldn't have believed you. Life is funny that way, isn't it? It tends to give you the opportunities and experiences that you need, even if you aren't sure why you need them at the time. Being a Milwaukee native, like many from here, I grew up in a blue-collar household. And the most important thing I learned was to focus on my education so that I could get a job working for a company so I can put food on the table and pay my bills. There wasn't a ton of room for risk-taking, even though some of my fondest memories as a kid were entrepreneurial experiences, like running a lemonade stand in my front yard and consistently being a top seller of cookies in my Girl Scout troop. After graduating from UW-Milwaukee and attending graduate school in the suburbs of Chicago, I interned at a small mom-and-pop management consulting firm, which was my formal introduction to the world of small business. I went on to work for another small firm in Madison, Wisconsin, where I was contracted to work in large organizations, and my focus was project and change management. So there I worked with teams in healthcare, finance, and insurance, so there's a lot of room for improvement. You can see a lot of opportunities to start your own ventures. So I had been working so hard for others, and I figured, well, why not just work for myself? I started my first company in the midst of a pandemic, which was also a consulting firm, and being forever the optimist, I was like, well, what could go wrong, right? So about a year in, it wasn't doing so hot. And it was then that I viewed that setback as a challenge, as you have to when you're an entrepreneur. I viewed it as a challenge to try again with a bigger idea, a better business model, and a focus on creating a more meaningful impact within our society. When I made the pivot from that consulting firm into a biotech startup at the end of 2021, I had the knowledge of what not to do from my first business and incorporated the ideas of what could work into a plan, which is now the GenoMe platform. Over the past 2 years, GenoMe has gone from an idea to reality, securing nearly $3 million worth of funding, generating revenue, and growing its client base that is interested in the platform's ability to accelerate medical discoveries. I started this company to answer 2 questions. Who owns your health data, and what is it worth? The answer to the first question is you. You own your health data. And the answer to the second is that it's worth a lot. Financially, yes, but it is more valuable to humanity. GenoMe's data exchange platform enables people to control their health data at scale while compensating them for access to it. It's the first of its kind. By linking our contributors' EHRs, electronic health records, genetic and genomic data, and allowing them to opt into being contacted for clinical research, the platform lets research populations, research organizations, like those at MCW, or those at Freighter, or those at Mayo Clinic, Stanford Health, find the data and the people that can be instrumental to those curative breakthroughs. My team is working to create an awareness for people that use the platform, whether they're suffering from severe illnesses or in good health, that we are all responsible for advancing the future of medicine. Engaging different types of populations is essential to expanding the clinical research landscape and has the potential to pave broader pathways to treatment and pharmaceutical development. This can benefit people that have traditionally avoided primary care practices for cultural or socioeconomic reasons, providing the opportunity to receive greater access to healthcare, while also providing them the ability to generate wealth. As human beings, We have more power than we think over the future of our civilization's health and wellness. And our mission at GenoMe is to unleash that power to create a healthier world that we can all benefit from. To those that have supported the mission thus far, those that have believed in me, my investors, Gateway Capital, HealthX Ventures, WEDC, Brightstar, my mentors, my advisors, and employees, one of which is here with me today, Sean Bogan, he's our lead engineer, and there would be no GenoMe without him working with me, so shout out. I am beyond grateful, and I wouldn't have made it here without all of you. And this is just the beginning. Onward we go into pioneering a healthier world. Thank you.